Kaspa is
it's a proof of work coin. It's one of the up and coming coins.
Got it.
Very interesting technology.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today we have some really cool updates. Now, the Crescendo Hardfork is one of the major catalysts that we have in the Kaspa ecosystem. Now, this Crescendo Hardfork is going to cause the price of Kaspa to really go parabolic. Most of the people in the community don't really know exactly how big the Crescendo Hardfork is, because it's going to take Kaspa from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second. Now imagine, Kaspa is going to be the fastest proof of work and it's going to be the fastest cryptocurrency. Now this is something that is massive, but we are also going to see how the Trump administration and the Trump insider team is really affecting the markets. Now most of the people in the crypto markets are tired of the fraud and the manipulation that has been going on. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing everything. Stick around until the end of this video to get all of the updates. Now if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps this channel grow and really helps spread the word about Kaspa. Now let's get into the video. Now I'm going to start with the good news first. I'm going to start with Kaspa, then we can go on with the Trump stuff later. So let's start with Michael Sutton. Michael Sutton is one of the co-developers that is working endlessly, tirelessly. So shout out to Michael Sutton. This guy is doing a lot of fantastic good things. And not only Michael Sutton, we have Shai, we have Jonathan Sompoliski, we have Coda of Staff, and all of the Kaspa co-development team. So these guys have dedicated their lives to work on Kaspa and to make Kaspa the best cryptocurrency and the best network in the world. So he gave an update on the Crescendo Testnet 10 release, and he said Crescendo Testnet 10 release will be coming this evening. Activation is already set to approximately March 6. So remember in the previous video I talked about there was a post that was put out for people to vote whether it should be done on March 6 or on March 8. So people decided to do it on March 6, which is going to happen, and later 10 Crescendo release. So the pre-release of Kaspa 0.17.0 introduces support for the upcoming Crescendo Hardfork on testnet 10. So scheduled to shift from 1 to 10 blocks per second on March 6, 2025. It is not recommended for production mainnet miners, but non-mining mainnet nodes may upgrade for early stability testing. Note that this version does not support testnet 11. Those needing testnet 11 should remain on the latest stable release or stable branch. For detailed instruction on setting up a testnet 10 node, generating transaction and mining with the release, see testnet 10 Crescendo Hardfork node setup. So this is the announcement that they put out there. So testnet 10 is going to be, it's going to be done on March 6. Everything is on pause when it comes to Kaspa because we are waiting on the testnet. We are waiting on the Crescendo Hardfork on mainnet. We are waiting on the Crescendo Hardfork mainnet activation. This is going to be a huge thing. Exchange listings are waiting on this Crescendo Hardfork. All of the major players, Grayscale, BlackRock, and all other people are waiting on this Crescendo Hardfork. Once it gets released, all of the people now are going to come out confident that and are going to start investing a lot of money into Kaspa, because you see around the market everything that is going on. You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have the so-called strategic reserve. You look at XRP, you look at Solana, you look at Cardano. Nothing is even a little bit close to Kaspa. So this is such a big thing. We can see also on Kaspa Currency official X account, they released this announcement that I mentioned, that was released by Michael Sutton. And it is the same thing. They are just announcing that on March 6, you're going to have testnet 10 and people should be aware of it. And this is such a big update. It is going to really send the price of Kaspa to high levels, and not just for the short term. It is going to send Kaspa to prices that you never seen in the long term, because 10 blocks per second after the Crescendo Hardfork, after you do 10 blocks per second, we are going to be thinking of, let's say, 32 blocks per second or even 100 blocks per second. So this is such a massive upgrade, and if it's successful, which I believe it's going to be, it is a big update. Now this is more than just listings, it is more than Grayscale, it is more than anything, because this is the core technical side of Kaspa. This is the core technological side of Kaspa. This is the feature that is going to be marketed to all over the world. People are going to be noticing Kaspa for its speed, and speed is one of the major factors that is going to push and drive the marketing, let's say, or it's going to attract a lot of investors, because when you think about proof of work, most people think of Bitcoin and most people think of proof of work being slow. But you have a proof of work that is faster than most of the proof of stake cryptocurrencies. Plus, it is secure, decentralized. Most people are complaining about the US strategic reserve that contains XRP, ADA, and Solana, because these cryptocurrencies are going to benefit companies, they are going to benefit insiders, they are going to benefit institutions. That's why everyone doesn't understand the real logic behind Donald Trump selecting these cryptocurrencies that most of them were pre-mined. Like Solana was 50% pre-mined, XRP 100% pre-mined, Ethereum 60% pre-mined. So everything is pre-mined except for Bitcoin and Kaspa. And once people understand this, they are going to really shift their focus into these two cryptocurrencies. Now, this is just one update. We also have an update from what is going on in the crypto landscape. Most of the crypto investors are now everyone is tired of everything that is going on. We saw a huge bump when Donald Trump announced the crypto strategic reserve. This was a major push after a real big downside for a short period of time, because Bitcoin went from 96,000 straight to 78,000. And once Trump announced the crypto strategic reserve, it pumped way back to above $90,000. Now, it did not take a long time after Trump decided to announce tariffs. Now, the price of Bitcoin and the price of most of the cryptocurrencies, including Kaspa, is really tanking. Now, most people suggest that there might be some really bad stuff happening behind the scenes, and this just points directly to the insider trading. Now, before even Donald Trump announced this crypto strategic reserve, this tweet came from Eric Trump, who is the son of Donald Trump, and he said, buy the dips. By this time, the markets were really on the downside. So he said, buy the dips. Then after the price bounced back, he said, you are welcome, my friend. Hopefully, I made someone's life just a little bit better. Now, my advice, hold. Now, you can see that there is something that is really interesting. There is something that is really interesting. And someone put it out there. So they say, this is unusual. 24 hours ago, someone took a 200 million worth of Ethereum and Bitcoin longs on 50x leverage. This meant even a 2% drop in Bitcoin would liquidate 200 million. Today, President Trump announced the US crypto reserve, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is something that is really concerning, because we've seen cases, for example, what happened with Trump coin. We've seen what happened with Melania coin. There was a team that sniped the prices of these meme coins and really crashed the markets. Now, the same thing has been happening with Bitcoin, and they now are starting to take this game, this dirty stuff, and playing it on good cryptocurrencies. For example, Bitcoin. They even go to Ethereum. For example, if someone takes 200 million and makes a trade worth of 200 million worth of Ethereum and does a 50x leverage, only a 2% drop could cause liquidation of this person. But this person was sure about what he or she was doing. So he decided to put a 50x leverage on this trade. And just after he put that trade, Donald Trump came out in public and announced the Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, announced the crypto strategic reserve. So these people had insider information, and they used that insider information just to trade the markets. Then after they made their profit, they decided to short the markets, because they realized, okay, Donald Trump is now going to impose tariffs. The tariffs are going to be initiated. Now, if the tariffs are going to be initiated, the market is going to tank. So they started shorting the markets. That is what caused the current prices that we have. Of course, this is not, of course, the prices are down not because of these people shorting, but it is because of the tariffs that have been put on Donald Trump, and he is planning to put more and more tariffs. As we can see, President Trump will announce President Trump will announce intent to impose reciprocal tariffs on countries who impose tariffs on the US, as per Fox News. Trump is expected to say, whatever they tariff us, we tariff them. So it is a counter attack. You put tariffs, we put reciprocal tariffs, and it's going to be a prolonged trade war until someone gets what they want. And this is what Donald Trump is going to do. Now, this has a major effect on the economy of the US because the prices of things are going up, inflation is going up, and this is forcing the hand of the Federal Reserve because they have to now lower interest rates, which is actually a good thing for the crypto markets. Currently, we're experiencing pain because the tariffs cause inflation and the tariffs cause instability in the markets. So what has been happening is Donald Trump is doing actually a good job. He is doing most of the things that the people of the United States elected him to do. For example, cutting all of the overspending of the government by the Doge. A lot of things are happening which are good and people appreciate that, but what is actually going on in his insiders team? I think he needs to pick someone and show someone and just show an example of someone that is doing all of this fraud, because it is painting a bad picture to his team, because there's someone that is using inside information to trade against people, and people are losing money, and the people who are losing money are the people that put Trump into that position. Because the crypto community, this is just plain and simple, the crypto community is the one that really voted. Most of the people in the crypto community are the people that really wanted Donald Trump. But what is happening is that things are now backfiring because we have an insider team of, I don't know who is actually doing that insider trading, but this guy who is doing this is actually doing a bad thing for the people who voted for Donald Trump and for the people who are pro crypto. So someone needs to take action. I think there needs to be an investigation on who's actually doing this, and Donald Trump, to come clean, has to make someone of an example, because if this keeps going on, the trust is going to be eroded in the crypto markets. Now we can see the price of Kaspa is really struggling. The price of Kaspa is struggling a lot. We can see a 0.06 price target was a 0.06 price target, as I said in the previous video, was really reached, but the price is currently like ranging here 0.07 to 0.06. We might see more downside to 0.05. If that happens, I think we have to be prepared, but if that doesn't happen, we are going to see a huge pump back to 0.15, and this is supposed to happen, because if it doesn't happen, we're going to see the prices of Kaspa way back to 0.05, even 0.04. But this is not financial advice. Always remember to do your own research, and this is just my perspective. I expect more downside, not a lot of downside, but the good thing is that the push that is going to happen, people are starting to freak out. People are wondering like what is going to happen with Kaspa. The good thing is that it takes only one good candle to wipe out all of these losses, and all of you are going to be happy again. So you can see what has been happening. One candle destroys all of the gains, and what is going to happen, one candle only is going to erase all of these losing days, and we are going to be back into our normal position. Now possibly we could even go up to above 0.15 if it breaks here. So we are just waiting and seeing what is going to happen, but I expect the price of Kaspa, if nothing happens fundamentally, I'm expecting more downside for Kaspa. But if something happens, we are going to see Kaspa push back to just above 0.1, even 0.14 if good things happen. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Don't forget to leave a like. It really helps this YouTube channel get pushed to a lot of people, and this helps spread the word about Kaspa. Now let me know in the comments what you think about everything, and see you in another video. Take care.